What's good, people? This is Forward Back Digital here, and I'm back with another one. So, I've been saying things lately, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying, oh, this, you know what I mean? Everybody been saying things. It's not just me. It's about the guy sitting in office. I don't want to say his name, but we all know who I'm talking about. The guy sitting in office. So the guy sitting in office, he is just doing whatever he want, right? But do we think it's really him? Everybody's been saying, "Oh, he's a robot. That's Obama with a mask on. He's acting like he's being incompetent, and all that, and something's going on. He got dementia, and maybe those things are right. I don't know, but at the same time, he's not running the country. He's not running the country, and we all know that. And I've been saying this, and I've been saying this in other ways, and that's probably why my videos don't get suggested. But hey, I'm not gonna say it in this one, but go watch the other ones. That I mean, but anyway, I've been saying that those people over there in that foreign country is running America, and that's just what it is. They run America. The guy sitting in office, his whole cabinet is them. Okay, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. And we're gonna get straight to the video, and we're gonna have Clay Morrison and his channel Redacted. Shout outs to them. Let them know. You know what I mean? If you want to go over there, let them know Back sent you. You know what I did? But let's get to it. All right. Let's go.
Many Americans, by the way, mistakenly believe that the President of the United States is a man by the name of Joe Biden, right? I think most people probably think that, this guy here. But of course, that's not true. We all know that guy, the actual President of the United States, is a man by the name of Antony Blinken, which is this guy. This is the real president of the United States. Regardless of the fake Secretary of State title that he holds, he's actually making America's foreign policy decisions, delivering those messages right to world leaders. Last week, flying to China, demanding that they stop supporting Russia. Then to Ukraine to make sure that Zelensky knows, hey, more money is on its way. Don't you worry about a thing. We've got more money coming to you as part of our CIA-run war in Ukraine. And then there's, of course, his vice president is a man by the name of Alejandro Mayorkas. He's in charge of domestic U.S. policy. So see how this works? Blinken is in charge of the foreign policy. Mayorkas is in charge of domestic policy, working in lockstep, by the way, bringing 10,000 tens of thousands of illegal immigrants into the United States, displaced Palestinians into the United States out of the Gaza Strip. This, of course, was always the plan, which you'll see in a moment. But both of these guys report to a man, their boss, by the name of Benjamin Netanyahu. But he doesn't live in America, where maybe you live. He lives in a place called Israel. That's why President Blinken has been racking up so many frequent flyer miles to flying to Israel over the past few months. He's going to his remote office on a regular basis, his WeWork location in Israel. Here he is. That's why last night, once again, Blinken arrived once again last night at his WeWork office in Israel to talk to his boss, Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, the last time Blinken stood before Netanyahu, he said, "I stand before you as a Jew." Those were his words. When Biden was set to pick Blinken as Secretary of State, of course, Israel was very happy about this. They loved this idea. In fact, the Jewish Journal said, quote, "Blinken, 58, has been one of Biden's closest policy advisors for over a decade and espouses the opposite of Trump's America First agenda."
So that means America last?
Yes. So we like him. Wow. This is why we stand behind Blinken, because he is really anti-America First. Literally in the Jewish Journal. And echoed across.
So by that we can deduce he'll be putting us first?
No. He'll be putting
the Israeli readership.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, It's not America he's putting first. Don't think that for a second. So Blinken is anti-America First. Got it. We got that. That's why they love him so much. By the way, as Colonel McGregor points out, Americans are beginning to figure out that they have no real representation in Washington. The two parties are quickly becoming irrelevant. The truth is, we have one party, the Uniparty. So
Yes, that's clear to me increasingly every day.
yeah, and I think as we get through the end of today's segment, again, in this segment that I'm talking about here, they really want to pit one against each other, right? But I want you to...
Yo, all in all, man, what I'm getting is, yo, if you are an American and you in the United States, right? You an American, you in the United States, and your parents knows they in the United States and everything, but in their mind, their alliance is to what? Their country, where they came from. They don't care if they settled here in America. They don't care. You understand me? And that's how I believe it was going on. And they have a hatred of America to the point where they organize. They figure out a way to infiltrate the power structure. They infiltrate the power structure, and then what they do next, they take over and do what they want and do whatever they try to do on their land of where they came from or what they want it to be. And they try to be a ruler. That's what I be getting with these, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. That's just my opinion, man. Because if you think about it, mostly everybody in America is like from an immigrant family or they came from someplace else. You understand? Like, America is a melting pot of immigrants. Except that the kids who get born here is straight up American, but if they on some alliance and patriot of where they parents is from, because they parents instilled that in them, then they not really caring for America. They only caring for that country from where they parents got their alliance and they patriotism and they divided you know what I'm saying? Like, they loyalty to their country where they from, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's how people seeing it. Like, they're like, yo, this is an immigrant country. My country is over there. And I hate this country. We just come in for business. But that's just my opinion, all right? But let's get back to the video. Yeah.
Again, go 30,000 foot level. Why are they doing this? Why is this all happening right now? Hey, Camel Toe Hunter, thanks for becoming a rebel.
Paul.
Welcome to the rebellion, Camel Toe Hunter. Thank you for becoming a member of the Redacted Rebellion.
Hope you get that worked out.
Yeah, hope you get
comfortable.
Hopefully, get your camel toe worked out. But thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it, Camel Toe. So on the Blinken agenda, during this meeting, a few big points to further drive America into the ground. So you're meeting with Netanyahu. What are you going to be talking about? Clearly, first on the agenda is moving thousands of displaced Palestinians out of Gaza before they're killed in Rafah to settlements designated by the United States and Israel. This has been part of the plan for a while, including free flights and free passage right into the United States. As CBS News has obtained the documents right from their friends at the CIA, they're sort of testing the waters. So the CIA gives CBS News their documents. Remember, they're very, very close, the CIA and CBS. In fact, perhaps maybe the closest news organization to the CIA. But here they are. Here's the documents. Here's what's going to happen. CBS, you go on the nightly news and you tell America what's about to happen.
The White House is considering welcoming some Palestinians from Gaza into the United States as refugees. This is according to internal federal documents obtained by CBS News. The Palestinians under consideration.
Y'all hear this? This is crazy. So now we go over there, destroy where they live at, and push them into America. This is what this sitting president is doing right now. In 2023, and oh my goodness, man. The FJB is doing this right now. This is,
Consideration would include individuals with immediate family who are either U.S. citizens or permanent residents. Last year, the U.S. moved 60,000 refugees from around the world, but only 56 of them were Palestinian.
So we're going to really amp that number up. Only 56 of them. We're about to kick this shit into overdrive. 88 miles an hour. You're going to see some serious shit. According to the report, one proposal would use the United States Refugee Admissions Program. You just have to find the programs. Like, where's the money? Who's the facilitator? How can we use the NGOs to make all of this happen? So they're going to bring Palestinians into the United States as part of the Refugee Admissions Program with ties with U.S. ties who may have escaped into Egypt. Of course, that's been coordinated as well. We've also covered here the massive open-air concentration camp on the Egyptian side that's being built on the Egyptian side of Rafah. So when they're forced out of Rafah, if they're not killed, they'll be forced over into Egypt, or they'll be taken by the United States directly into the United States. That's what's about to happen here, that you cannot stay in Gaza any longer. You can't go home. So those who pass the eligibility requirements then will fly into the United States with refugee status, receiving housing assistance. We've already been told from the Biden administration they will be given basically a stipend to live in the United States. They will be given rent. And they'll have a path towards citizenship. So this plan doesn't happen just overnight. Of course, this has been many years in the...
Yep. This plan's been in motion for years. Now think about it, right? Everybody knows now that the Democrats, aka Democrats, are creating division, and separation to conquer. Divide and conquer. They go ahead and give all these benefits to migrants, people, and things of that nature. They come invade, they come commit more crime, all types of stuff. And the people who are from there, the government do not help, does nothing to them. Because you know why? They don't want you no more. They want a whole newer people. They know people are waking up. So they don't want the awakened people. They don't want this wave of awakening of people waking up. They want to get them out of there and make sure the people who knows what's going on gets mixed out, phased out by all this new income of migrants and people coming in. That is their plan. And everybody needs to know this. So the people who are from here come together, help one another. Because the people who's coming in here, they are, for real, they are going to help each other. Because they are going to have this alliance of, yes, we from here. And they already got that alliance amongst themselves already. And Americans, not so. So this is where the people need to come in and really come together who's from America. All the outside stuff, they already coming here with alliances of who they're going to be with. Alright? And right now it's creating division. Like, alright, the Americans ain't getting nothing, but the migrants are getting everything. Alright? I just did a video in regards to in a whole nother country where they're going through the same thing. Migrants are coming in, they getting everything, but the people that's from there ain't getting anything. And this is in a European country. Luxem, I forgot how to pronounce it. Luxembourg or whatever. One of the wealthiest European countries. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, let's get straight back to the video. But for real, guys, like, everybody needs to really pay attention because this is what's really going on. You get what I'm saying? Like, we gotta do what we gotta do and come together because right now everything is being pushed on us to go against us. They want new people here, they want new migrants because, you know, it happened 100 years ago and now they doing it 100 years ago anniversary. They want a whole new immigration joint coming in. So I think that's what their plan is, and also I see corruption. So, but yeah, a lot of people don't see that. But let's get back to the video, man. Let's get back to the video, man.
The making. Democrats support this plan 100%. Here's the alarm bell pulling Jamal Bowman says, yes, bring them into the United States.
Should the United States bring in people from Gaza?
Well, we are a land of immigrants, and we are a land of asylum seekers.
Now, he's right about that. He's right. There's a whole bunch of people that's from America. There's a lot of immigrants. Their parents are immigrants or whatever. Their kids are Americans. You get what I'm saying? That's what I was just explaining just a few minutes ago. But yeah, that's what it is.
Anyone escaping persecution and oppression and violence, the United States has always been an open home to those people. So whether they're coming from Palestine, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Mexico, Haiti, they're coming here to contribute to our economy, which 99.9% of them are. We've always been a place to open our doors to immigrants coming here. So yeah, fully support that. And also fully support amnesty for the migrants who have been here for quite some time.
Yeah, so if you're here illegally, amnesty, and we're ready to bring you in from Palestine.
Okay, wait. A couple things. Can we just put up a still that video
What still?
again? Just put that video again, but don't play it.
Okay.
Are you able to do that? It's okay.
Should the United
So first of all, he needs a bigger coat. That button's hanging on for dear life. Second of all, what he said about Palestinians coming here to contribute to their economy is a fundamental lack of understanding of what they want. They would like to live where they live, own that land as a nation state, and not be bombed. They're not like, oh, let me go and live in America and start a new life and contribute to their economy. No, they have a dream for a sovereign state of Palestine. So it's like that's stupid. That's a stupid thing to say.
Well, this is all part of the disruption plan, right? The United States goes in, disrupts those countries. He mentioned Guatemala. He mentioned Honduras. He mentions all of these areas that we knowingly funnel money and weapons into in order to destabilize those countries. We're actively funneling money and weapons into the very areas where we're driving people into the United States. These people don't want to be in the United States. They want to be in their home countries, but they are being driven out. So we always talk about the end of this, which is them coming across the border, but we don't talk about the destabilizing on the front end.
It's almost hilarious. These aspirational Palestinians who want to become a part of the American economy.
Right.
Their aspiration is for their homeland, for their own home, to live in safety.
Now, of course, Palestinians can't stay in their own homes in Gaza. We've already established that. Like, they've either been destroyed or you're not allowed to stay there any longer, of course. Overnight, Netanyahu announced that they will attack Rafah. That's the southern portion of Gaza, of course, where all the Palestinians are being held at this point. So they'll either be killed or they'll be resettled in the United States. Of course, the people there are starving, and aid trucks getting into this area with rice or other grains is nearly impossible. Israelis like to play a game where they attack these grain trucks like they did last night. It's so fun. They're laughing about it. They're laughing. These starving people can't eat. That fat guy doing the dumping looks like he hasn't skipped a meal in months. So it's okay for him. Let's just dump him on the street. You can't.
No, so bad he's got plumber crack.
Yeah. He's got that fat bastard. That fat bastard can throw people's food on the ground and then stomp on it and laugh and run away, and that's great. So glad hopefully you can sleep at night. Meanwhile, many people are wondering why Jewish billionaire George Soros is funding some part of the protests. Why are they all using the same tents? When reporters ask some of them why they're there on college campuses, they don't know how to answer that question. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what's going on here. Okay. Why are you here? Stick a bunch of fake agitators inside of legitimate protests, and you have a perfect Soros concoction. He's been doing this for years. For years he has. Occupy Wall Street, sound familiar? And anyway, it's hard to tell the real ones from the fake ones. These occupations, of course, are being coordinated by the U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights, the USCPR. Journalist Gabriela Cuccia explains.
USCPR, U.S. Campaign for Palestinian Rights. Who knew? And it's funded by everyone's favorite guy, George Soros. His organization actually pays what they call fellows who start protests on campus. You gotta love capitalism, am I right? They like the socialism thing. They don't want to get money's bad, America, the worst. But here we are, capitalism. This organization pays up to $7,800 to community-based fellows. And then for campus-based fellows, they get somewhere between $2,880 to $3,660. Very specific. Who wouldn't want to sign up for that type of money in Joe Biden's economy?
Right.
For
With
real.
inflation running.
For real, I signed up for that. And I'm still voting for Trump. Yeah, it is.
Amok right now, this is exactly the type of, I'm going to make $7,000 and all I have to do is go and pretend that I care about something and I'm not from that school? Sure, I'll go do it. Why not? We know that the protesters who seized Hamilton Hall at Columbia were outside agitators. In fact, not students at Columbia, we now know. Approximately 300 were arrested at Columbia University overnight, the majority of whom are not students there.